Hello guys, welcome to another lecture of engineering mechanics, and in today's lecture we are going to start with kinetics of rigid bodies. In the past few lectures we have studied kinematics of rigid bodies. We studied the rotational motion, we also studied the general motion. Today we are going to start with kinetics of rigid body, means how to solve problems of rigid body with forces, considering forces. Okay, so those of you who are live, first of all, please hit the like button and share this video with all your friends. And those of you who are watching me for the first time, let me introduce myself. My name is Aprup Rao, All India rank 320 in GATE 2010 from Mechanical Engineering branch. I have done my MTech from IIT Kharagpur. I have 6+ years of experience in teaching for GATE and ESE, and I teach subjects related to design, strength of material, machine design, engineering mechanics, and theory of machines. And if you want to download the lecture notes, then you can just go to the description of this video. You will get a link to our Telegram channel, tinyurl.com/gateme. This is the link of our Telegram channel. So you will be redirected towards the Telegram channel where you will find the PDF files of all our YouTube lectures. And if you personally want to download my lectures, then beta, just go to tinyurl.com/approve10. This works as a website. Put it in your web browser, tinyurl.com/approve10. You will go to this website where you will find the folders of all the books, and you will also find an Excel sheet. Now in this Excel sheet, I put the links of all my Unacademy free special classes. So when I will take Unacademy free special class, I will update the link in this Excel sheet. So from this Excel sheet, you can find all the special classes that I have taken. Okay. Usually after every YouTube lecture, we have DPP sessions, daily practice problem sessions. Today at 11 p.m. we also have a DPP session. So beta, if you want to find the link of those DPP sessions, then you can just go to this Excel sheet, open the Excel sheet, and you will find the link. So don't forget to come to the DPP session at 11 p.m. today, okay, in order to solve more problems of engineering mechanics. Okay, so let's start with today's lecture. Now I was telling you about the types of motion. So we have covered translation motion, right? Then we started with rotation and general motion, and we have covered the kinematics part. Kinematics of translation and general motion we have already covered. So today we are going to start with kinematics, sorry, kinetics of rotation and general motion. Now in kinetics, what we do? We consider the forces acting on a moving body. In kinematics, we don't consider the forces, we only consider the motion of the body. But in kinematics, so sorry, this should be kinetics. But in kinetics, we also consider the forces acting on the moving body. Okay, so let's consider the forces acting on the moving body. Let's see how we can solve problems related to kinetics of rigid bodies. Kinetics of rigid bodies means kinetics of rotation and kinetics of general motion. Okay, now beta, in kinetics of particles, we have already seen that we have different methods to solve problems of kinetics. Methods to solve problems of kinetics. So we have discussed three methods to solve problems of kinetics. The first method was D'Alembert's principle. I hope you all remember the D'Alembert's principle, summation of F equal to ma, right? The second one was work energy method. The work done on the body is equal to the change in kinetic energy of the body. And the third one was the impulse momentum method. So we have seen these three methods in case of kinetics of particles. Now we will see the same three methods in case of kinetics of rigid body. In kinetics of particle, the motion was translation. But in kinetics of rigid body, the motion will be rotation as well as general motion. So let's see how the problems are solved in this case. Okay, so in today's class we are only going to discuss the D'Alembert's method to solve the problem of kinetics. Okay, so let's discuss D'Alembert's method, and mostly you will use this method only. In case of particle we use different methods, but in case of rigid body, mostly most of the problem you are only going to use D'Alembert's method, because work energy method and impulse momentum method are a bit tricky in case of rotation and general motion. Okay, but D'Alembert's method is always easy. Okay, so most of the problems of rigid body are going to be solved by D'Alembert's method only. Okay, so let's understand what is D'Alembert's method in case of rigid body. So let's say we have a body, okay, which is hinged at this point. Let's say this is our center of rotation. Okay, now beta, in case of translation motion, what do you used to get? What do you used to get according to D'Alembert's method? For example, let's say a body is under pure translation in x direction. So you simply get this equation, summation of fx equals to m into ax, where acceleration ax is the acceleration in x direction. So this is in case of translation motion, but here the equations will be a little different. So let's see what will be the equations. Okay, so let's say this body is under pure rotation motion about this hinge. Okay, it is rotating in clockwise direction about this hinge. This is our center of rotation. Now the first thing I want you to do is locate the center of gravity. Let's say this is the center of gravity. This is very important. Okay, this is very important, because if it is a particle, if it is in translation motion, it doesn't matter which particle you are considering, every particle will have the same displacement, velocity, acceleration, but here every particle has different displacement, velocity, acceleration. So it is important to understand which particle are we going to focus on. So here we are going to focus on the center of gravity. यहाँ हम लोग सेंटर ऑफ ग्रेविटी पे फोकस करने वाले हैं. नाउ बेटा, in case of translation motion, the body is under pure translation in x or pure translation in y. So you get only one acceleration, ax or ay. But here beta, if it is under pure rotation about this point O, you are going to get three different acceleration. तीन different acceleration मिलेंगे यहाँ पे. कौन से? एक तो आपको एंगुलर एक्सेलरेशन मिलेगा, एंगुलर एक्सेलरेशन मिलेगा अल्फा, क्लॉकवाइज एंगुलर एक्सेलरेशन अल्फा. दूसरा आपको मिलेगा एक टेंजेंशियल एक्सेलरेशन, लीनियर एक्सेलरेशन. यू आर गोइंग टू गेट अ लीनियर एक्सेलरेशन, टेंजेंशियल एक्सेलरेशन लाइक दिस एटी. कैसे डायरेक्शन निकालते हैं? डू यू रिमेंबर? ओ से जी तक स्ट्रेट लाइन, O to G straight line, and AT will be perpendicular to that straight line, right? That's how we find the direction of velocity and AT. Direction of velocity and AT is same, है कि नहीं? तो बेटा AT का डायरेक्शन ये रहेगा, O से G तक एक लाइन मिला दूंगा और उसके परपेंडिकुलर ले लूंगा, right? Now there will be a normal acceleration towards the center of rotation, है ना? Towards the center of rotation there will be a normal acceleration, this an. So beta, here we have angular acceleration alpha and linear acceleration at and an. Direction how to find, I have already told you. If you don't remember, let me explain this again. Let's say this is the center of rotation, this is some point P. You want to find the direction of velocity or direction of AT. What you do? First you draw a straight line joining O and P. ठीक है? Then the velocity will be perpendicular to this line, है ना? And acceleration AT will also be perpendicular to this line. तो वही हमने किया. O से G तक straight line, AT is perpendicular to that line, vertical. And what will be the direction of AN? P से लेके O तक. AN will be towards the center of rotation. So this is how you find AT and AN direction. You need to remember this. It is very important. Okay. Alpha is angular acceleration. So if the body is rotating clockwise, alpha will also be clockwise. है ना? Now beta, here we are going to get three equations. Usually in translation motion, we only get one equation from D'Alembert. Summation of F equal to MA. Here we are going to get three equation beta. Okay. So understand it. According to D'Alembert, the first equation will be net force in this direction, tangential direction. Okay. Tangential direction matlab AT ki direction. Tangential direction means AT ki direction. In this direction, the net force will be equal to M into AT. Is it clear to everyone? Is it clear to everyone? क्या ये सबको clear है? Summation of Ft will be equal to M into AT, where T is what? It is the tangential direction, मतलब vertical direction, right? हम लोग यहाँ पे ये वाला coordinate system लेके चल रहे हैं. Our coordinate system is now this. अपना coordinate system अब ये है. This is T coordinate. This is N coordinate. ठीक है? So summation of Ft means vertical downward direction. Okay. Now the second equation will be summation of Fn equal to M into An. Summation of Fn equal to M into An. Net force in normal direction is equal to M into An. Okay. Now there is another relation, another equation, the third equation, which will be equal to summation of M about point G equal to I into alpha. Now this is a very important equation because this is different. ये दोनों equation तो हमने particle के case में भी देखी थी, but this equation is a little different. Okay, this equation is a little different. Summation of M about G is equal to Ig into alpha. Now beta, let's understand what Ig is. So basically my Ig is the mass moment of inertia of the body about Cg. It is the mass moment of inertia of the body about Cg. Now for different shapes, the equation of I is different. Okay, so we are going to see that for which shape, what is the equation. Okay, you know the area moment of inertia. You know the area moment of inertia for rectangle bh cube by 12, for circle pi by 64 d to the power 4. That is the area moment of inertia. What is this? This is the mass moment of inertia. Second moment of mass. Second moment of area is area moment of inertia, and second moment of mass is mass moment of inertia. Mass into distance square. Okay, mass into distance square. इसका unit क्या होता है? The unit of mass moment of inertia is kg meter square or kg mm square. Okay, mass into distance का square. Okay, that is area into distance का square. So do you understand these three equations? Do you understand these three equations? In case of translation motion, we only get one equation because the body is translating in x or the body is translating in y. So we get summation of fx equals to m into ax or summation of fy equal to m into ay. But in case of rigid body motion, we are going to get three equations. Summation of ft equal to m into at, summation of fn equal to m into an. At or an क्या है? Tangential acceleration and normal acceleration. And there will be summation of m about g, net moment about g equal to Ig into alpha, where Ig is what? Mass moment of inertia about Cg. Now there is another equation. There is another equation. एक और equation हम instead of this use कर सकते हैं. Instead of this, we can use this equation also. Summation of P equals to Ip into alpha, where Ip is what? Mass moment of inertia about point P. Okay, Ig is mass moment of inertia about Cg, and Ip is mass moment of inertia about some point P. So if I take moment about G, okay, then in I alpha, I will be about G. And if I am taking moment about some other point, instead of G, I am taking moments of some other point, then it will be equal to I about that point. Okay. Now here AT and AN will be the acceleration of linear acceleration of G only. AT और AN किसका होगा? AT और AN किसका होगा बेटा? AT और AN किसका होगा? यहाँ नोट कर लो, ठीक है? यहाँ पे मैं नोट करवा देता हूं, नोट AT and AN are linear accelerations of CG. Okay. So when you apply these two equations, जब ये दोनों equation use करोगे, summation of ft और summation of fn, then तो यहाँ पे CG ही consider करना है. Then only you have to consider only CG. But even when you will apply equation of moment, then you can take moment about any point. If you take moment about CG, then mass moment of inertia will be about CG. If you take moment about some other point P, mass moment of inertia will be about some other point P. Now, in order to solve problems based on this, we first need to see what are the equations of mass moment of inertia in different cases. So let's see one by one what are those equation. एक एक करके पहले देख लेते हैं कि क्या क्या mass moment of inertia की equation है, उसके बाद फिर questions बनाते हैं using D'Alembert's method. Okay, using D'Alembert's method. Okay, so let's note down the mass moment of inertia. I will take a special class on moment of inertia where I will explain the entire concept of moment of inertia, area moment of inertia, mass moment of inertia. Okay, soon in 1 or 2 days I will announce the class where I will explain the entire concept behind moment of inertia. So don't worry about that. Okay, I will announce that class soon, but you need to first understand, you need to first memorize the equations of mass moment of inertia to solve problems of kinetics of rigid body. Kinetics of rigid body के problem solve करने के लिए अपने को formulae तो चाहिए, तो वो formulae पहले देख लेते हैं फटाफट. Okay, so the first shape that we are going to consider is a slender rod. अब slender क्या होता है? What do we mean by a slender rod? Slender मतलब कि let's say this is a rod, तो slender rod means the length is greater than the lateral dimension. Longitudinal dimension जो है वो lateral dimension से बहुत ज्यादा है. Lateral dimension मतलब क्या? ये वाली dimension, diameter. So length is very very high compared to diameter. That is a slender rod. Okay, तो slender बोलने का मतलब क्या है? Length is very very high than diameter. ठीक है? Now let's say we have a slender rod. मान लो अपने पास एक slender rod है. Let's say this is the slender rod. Okay, let's say these are the ends A, B, and this is the center of gravity G, and I need to find moment of inertia about this axis passing through G. G से पास होने वाले एक्सिस के अबाउट मेरे को सेंटर ऑफ मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया निकालना है. This distance will be L by 2, L by 2. Okay, so beta in this case moment of inertia about CG is given by ml square by 12. You need to remember this because a lot of questions will be from rod. Okay, so for a slender rod, mass moment of inertia is given by ml square by 12. Now beta, in some questions you will have to find mass moment of inertia about some other points also. For example, let's say I ask you to find mass moment of inertia about A or B. Okay, मान लो मैं बोलता हूं आपको कि एंड्स के अबाउट मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया निकालो. कैलकुलेट मास मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया अबाउट ए और बी, दोनों के अबाउट सेम आएगा. ओके, So what will it be? Beta, here we will apply the parallel axis theorem, है ना? So mass moment of inertia about point A or B will be equal to Ig plus mass into A से G का distance L by 2 का whole square. So beta, what you will get? ml square by 12 plus ml square by 4. So 1 by 12 plus कितना हो जाएगा? ये हो जाएगा for 12 3 plus 4 1 4 divided by 3 plus 1 4 4 divided by 12 3. So you will get Ia equal to Ib equal to ml square by 3. So do you understand, beta? Do you understand how you can find mass moment of inertia about some any other point? Beta, parallel axis theorem. Parallel axis theorem. About point A, it will be Ig plus m into this distance का square. Okay, this distance A से लेके G तक का distance L by 2 का whole square. So about CG for a slender rod, mass moment of inertia is ml square by 12, and for the ends it is ml square by 3. Okay. Next shape. Wait a minute. So the next shape that we are going to consider is a solid disc or a cylinder. A solid disc or a cylinder. Okay. So let's see what is the mass moment of inertia of a solid disc or a cylinder. Okay. So let's say we have a cylinder or a disc like this. Now here you will see that it has same type of shape, but here the length is not very high than diameter. Okay, that is the difference. Okay. So beta, let's say that the axis passing through CG is this. Okay, side view देखोगे तो you will get this. So this will be the CG at the center. Okay, let's say the radius is R. So in this case, mass moment of inertia about the CG is given by mr square by 2. You'll see a lot of question based on this also. Okay, based on cylinder or a disc. ठीक है, especially rolling without slipping वाले questions, there you will see these type of shape. Okay, now beta, in case of a hollow disc, so let's say you have a hollow disc. Okay, मैं यहां से शेप उठा ही लेता हूं, इतना बनाने की जरूरत नहीं है. We have hollow shapes. कहां गया? Okay, I don't have a hollow circle यहाँ पे, so I will draw it myself. So let's say we have a hollow cylinder. थोड़ा सा शेप गड़बड़ बन रहा है, but we can manage, right? So beta, let's say the inner radius is small r, outer radius is capital R. Okay, small r, capital R, and this is CG. So in this case, mass moment of inertia is equal to mr square by 2 plus mr square by 2. Now here the sign is positive. Yes beta, here you can't apply that area moment of inertia wala concept, that total circle minus small circle, hollow circle, you can't apply that concept. Here the concept is different, here the derivation is different. तो उस derivation से you will get this equation only, mr square by 2 plus mr square by 2, not minus. ठीक है, माइनस नहीं आएगा, यहाँ साइन प्लस ही आएगा. I have not made a mistake. This is the correct equation. Is it clear to you? Is it clear to you? So in case of a solid cylinder, mr square by 2, hollow cylinder, mr square by 2 plus mr square by 2, capital R, small r, inner radius, outer radius. Okay. Now, next is, fourth one is a sphere. तो स्फीयर के केस में it will be difficult to draw a sphere, but still I will try for you. Yes, very good. So in case of sphere, the mass moment of inertia is 2 by 5 mr square. This is the mass moment of inertia of a solid sphere. Okay. So these are the regular shapes for which you have to memorize the equation of mass moment of inertia. बाकी किसी के केस में आपको याद रखने की जरूरत नहीं है. You just remember the equations for these cases. Maximum questions will be from rod and cylinder. Okay, and sometime they can ask you about the sphere. Okay, so slender rod के केस में ml square by 12, cylinder solid mr square by 2, hollow mr square by 2 plus mr square by 2, sphere 2 by 5 mr square. Okay, so let's solve some problems using this first method, D'Alembert's method. ठीक है, do you remember D'Alembert's method? अभी आधे घंटे पहले देखा था, भूल मत जाना. Summation of ft equal to m into at, summation of fn equal to m into an, summation of mg equal to ig alpha, and if I take moment about some other point, then it will be ip alpha. ठीक है, so let's solve a problem. This problem: a slender rod of mass 10 kg and length 5 meter is rotating with an angular velocity of 2 radian per second at the instant as shown in figure. Okay, so it is horizontal. At this horizontal position, omega is 2 radian per second. Find the angular acceleration of the rod and the horizontal and vertical reaction at the hinge. At this instant, इस instant पे अल्फा निकालना है और horizontal और vertical reaction निकालना है. ठीक है, तो सबसे पहले हम क्या करेंगे बेटा? First of all, I will draw the free body diagram because I need to find net force and net moment na. So I will first draw the free body diagram. Okay, let's name these points. इन points को कुछ नाम दे देते हैं. So let me call the center of gravity as G. तो ये हो गया अपना G. Let me call this center of rotation as O. तो इसको बोल दिया हमने O. Okay. अब बेटा क्या क्या फोर्सेस लगेंगे? What forces will be acting on the body? What forces will be acting on the body? पहले तो फोर्सेस बना लेते हैं. So बेटा, first of all, there will be weight of the body acting downward. Then there will be some reactions acting in x direction, acting in y direction. ठीक है. So let me call it Rx, Ry. ठीक है. What is the weight? 10 kg. So I will take G equal to 10. मैं G को 10 assume कर लेता हूं. So this will be 100. Okay. So these are the only forces acting on this. These are the only forces acting. No other force, no other force. Now the next thing I want you to do is to find the direction of alpha, AT and AN. So what will be the direction of alpha beta? This will rotate clockwise na, because beta obviously it is rotating due to its weight. ठीक है, ऐसे करके ड्रॉप किए होंगे तो कोई और फोर्स नहीं है, तो ये वेट ही इसको नीचे घुमा रहा है, ऐसा घुमा रहा है ना, क्लॉकवाइज घुमा रहा होगा. सो बेटा दिस विल बी द डायरेक्शन ऑफ अल्फा, है कि नहीं? Then the direction of AT. So what will be the direction of AT beta? How do we find direction of AT? G पे निकालना है direction of AT. So G से O तक straight line and then perpendicular to that straight line. So this will be AT. And AN. So AN तो it is very easy. Towards the center of rotation will be AN. Now we have found the directions of alpha, AT and AN. We have found the free body diagram. We have drawn the free body diagram. Now we have to apply the equation. So what is the first equation? The first equation is summation of Ft equal to m into At. This is the first equation, dear Lamberts. Now beta, what is the net force in t direction? T की डायरेक्शन ये है, t डायरेक्शन मींस AT की डायरेक्शन. तो AT की डायरेक्शन में नेट फोर्स कितना है? 100 माइनस ry है. इट इज 100 माइनस ry, राइट, इक्वल टू मास इनटू AT. सो व्हाट इज द मास? द मास इज 10 kg. बेटा व्हाट विल बी द AT ऑफ CG? AT की इक्वेशन क्या होती है? AT का इक्वेशन क्या होता है? डू यू गाइस रिमेंबर AT का इक्वेशन क्या होता है? AT का इक्वेशन, अरे भाई AT की इक्वेशन भूल गए हो तो बहुत मारूंगा मैं. AT is equal to what? Alpha into R, and AN is equal to what? Omega square into R ना, where R is the distance from center of rotation. तो बेटा अल्फा इंटू R, R मतलब क्या हो जाएगा? G का. अपना ये AT किसका ले रहे हैं? G का ले रहे हैं. तो G का सेंटर ऑफ रोटेशन से डिस्टेंस कितना हो जाएगा? हाफ ऑफ लेंथ होगा. लेंथ इज 5 मीटर, तो 2.5 होगा. सो कैन आई राइट इट अल्फा इंटू 2.5 AT, alpha into R, alpha into R, AT alpha into R, and R is 2.5 ना, G का O से डिस्टेंस 2.5. This is my first equation. ये मेरी पहली इक्वेशन बन गई. Then beta, in order to solve this, in order to find Ry and alpha, we need another equation, right? Now beta, we have two more equations. Summation of Fn equal to m into An. So what is the normal direction beta? This direction is the normal direction ना, ये वाली direction towards the center of rotation. और इस direction there is only one force, Rx, equal to m into An, and An is what? Omega square into R. What is the omega at this instant? 2 into R, 2.5. So how much Rx are we going to get? 100 Newton. 100 Newton मिलेगा? 100 Newton मिलेगा? Yes, yes, 100 Newton. So beta, this is what? This is the horizontal reaction of hinge. Now we have a third equation. What is the third equation? Summation of m about G equals to Ig into alpha. Now beta, if I take moment about G, then moment of this 100 will be gone because 100 is passing through G. Moment of Rx will also be gone because Rx will also be passing through G. You'll only get moment of Ry. Now in which direction I am writing this equation? Alpha की direction क्या है? Clockwise है ना? So I will take clockwise moment positive. Okay? तो Ry multiplied by इस यहां से लेके यहां तक का डिस्टेंस 2.5. So this will be equal to what? Ry into 2.5 equal to Ig. Now it is a rod, slender rod, and for slender rod I is ml square by 12 and m is what? 10 kg, length is 5 meter. So 10 into 5 square by 12. multiplied by alpha. So now beta, you have two equations between ry and alpha, two equations, two unknowns. You can easily solve these two and you can find ry and alpha, है ना? Now beta, there is an alternative equation also. There is an alternative equation also. एक alternate equation भी है. Alternate equation बता देता हूं मैं. Alternate equation क्या है? Let me give you the alternate equation. ठीक है? We can take moment about some other point also. है कि नहीं? अब बेटा understand this. If I take moment about O, moment of Rx and Ry both will be gone, right? I will only get moment of 100. Here I am getting moment of Ry, right? So I am getting two unknowns in this equation, alpha and Ry. But if I take moment about O, Rx and Ry moment will be gone. I will get moment of 100 only. So we will get only one unknown in the equation, alpha. So let me take moment about O. So moment of Rx and Ry gone, moment of 100 will be 100 into 2.5 and it will be clockwise. But this time beta, sorry, this is not 0, this is IO into alpha na, moment 0 thodi hai, net moment IO into alpha. Now but this time beta, moment of inertia will not be about G, will be about O, and O is the end. End ke about moment of inertia ki equation kya hoti hai beta, ml square by 3 hoti hai na. It is ml square by 3. So from here you will directly get the value of alpha. Alpha आ जाएगा यहाँ से directly. Alpha की value कितनी आएगी बेटा? How much you will get? How much you will get? कितना आएगा बता दो बता दो बता दो कितना आएगा? 100 into 2.5 मतलब 25 divided by, sorry 250 ना यार, 100 into 2.5 250 into 3 divided by 250. अल्फा कितना आ रहा है? 3 आ रहा है. 3 radian per second square. Are we getting 3 radian per second square? And once you get alpha, then you can find ry from this equation. ry यहां से निकल जाएगा, यहां से निकल जाएगा. 100 minus ry, sorry, 100 minus ry equal to 10 into alpha into 2.5 ना, ये था ना. 100 r minus ry equals 10 into alpha into 2.5. तो यहाँ पे बेटा 100 minus ry equal to 10 into 3 into 2.5. So you will get ry. कितना हो जाएगा ये? 75. 100 minus 75, 25 आ रहा है. Are you getting 25? Are you getting 25? Yes, yes. आ गया इतना? चलो चलो. So do you now understand how to solve these type of problems beta? How to solve these type of problem? अभी clear है? अभी clear है? All these three equations, summation of ft, summation of fn and summation of m. Now summation of m when you will take, you can take moment about g, you can take moment about some other points. Okay, here I have given you both the equation. ठीक है, मैं g के about moment भी लेके दिखा दिया, o के about moment भी लेके दिखा दिया. So it is your choice in which question what you are going to do. Okay, कौन से question को कैसे बनाना चाहते हो ये आपकी choice है. ठीक है, एक और question करते हैं इसके ऊपर. Now this time I have picked a question from GATE. Okay, this is a previous year GATE question. Understand. A pin jointed uniform rigid rod of weight and length L is supported horizontally by an external force F. The force F is suddenly removed. Force F को मैंने suddenly remove किया. At this instant of force removal, magnitude of vertical reaction developed at the support is. बेटा यहां पे मैंने F को जैसे ही झटके से हटाया, what is going to happen? What is going to happen? बेटा this rod will start rotating, है कि नहीं? Now I don't want to rotate. I have to just check the reaction at this instant. मेरे को बस इस instant पे देखना है. ठीक है, तो मैंने F हटा दिया है. They are saying that after removing F, okay, so don't consider the force F. जब तक F रहेगा तब तक तो it will be static. then तो you will directly get F plus जो भी W आ रहा है, that will be the reaction. ठीक है, F minus W, sorry, F minus W will be the reaction. So that is the static position. If I remove the F, then it will start rotating, then the reaction will be different. Okay, so I need to consider that situation when F is just removed. अब F को जैसे ही remove किया, ये घूमना चालू करेगा. So here I will get some reaction at hinge and there will be weight. तो इसको मार्क कर लेते हैं. सॉरी, I should not draw it here. एक फ्रेश पेज पे ड्रॉ कर लेता हूं. ओके, लेट मी ड्रॉ इट ऑन फ्रेश पेज. सॉरी. Okay, so these are the forces beta, these are the forces. The weight is acting at the center. This is Rx, this is Ry. Okay, I can solve this within 1 minute, but I want to understand everything. That's why I'm taking baby steps. Okay, I want you to understand everything. मैं आप चाहता हूं कि आप लोग सब समझें, इसलिए मैं आराम आराम से हर एक चीज समझाते हुए सवाल बना रहा हूं. Okay, now beta understand. In order to calculate reaction in y direction, I will apply summation of fy, है ना, summation of fy. Okay, अब ये summation of fy मतलब कि it will be the direction of tangential acceleration ना. Understand बेटा, tangential acceleration कैसा आएगा, tangential acceleration कैसा आएगा, it will be like this and this will be the normal acceleration an at और अल्फा क्लॉकवाइज, है ना. So beta, in order to calculate Ry, I will apply summation of Ft, and when you will apply summation of Ft, you will need alpha, है ना. तो पहले ही अल्फा निकाल लेते हैं. Let's calculate alpha first. And how I can calculate alpha first? Let me give you a very simple trick. Take moment about the hinge. Whenever you have problems with hinge, take moment about the hinge. अरे यार, बार बार मैं इसको जीरो कर दे रहा हूं. It will be IO into alpha, right? Now if I take moment about hinge, moment of W will be W into L by 2. Okay, this will be ml square by 3. Moment about mass moment of inertia about n, this will be alpha. तो बेटा क्या मिल जाएगा आपको? अल्फा की वैल्यू कितनी मिल जाएगी? अल्फा की वैल्यू कितनी मिल जाएगी? L L ये कट जाएगा बेटा. So this will become 3WL by 2m. Sorry, 3W by 2ml. ऐसा आ रहा है? Are you getting this? Are you getting this? Alpha equal to 3W by 2ml. Now you apply summation of Ft equal to m into at. अब लगा दो summation of Ft equal to m into at. So summation of Ft, t की डायरेक्शन में हम what is the total force? W minus Ry equal to m into at. At will be what? Alpha into r. Alpha अपना ये हो गया 3W by 2ml and r will be equal to what? L by 2. तो ये कितना हो जाएगा बेटा? ये कितना हो जाएगा? W minus Ry will be equal to ये m कैंसल, है ना, L कैंसल. This will be 3W by 4. So Ry will be W plus 3W by 4. 7W by 4. एक सेकेंड, माइनस यार. Ry will be W minus 3W by 4. Ry will be W minus 3W by 4, मतलब Ry will be equal to W by 4. Is it clear to you? Clear है? बन गया आसानी से by D'Alembert method. You can solve this problem with work energy or impulse momentum also, but I told you that today we are going to only see D'Alembert's method. Okay, in next lectures we will see other methods, but today we are only going to solve problems using D'Alembert's method. Okay, so this is the question. You have found out Ry. You can also calculate Rx if you want. अल्फा तो मिल ही गया है, Rx भी निकालना है तो Rx भी निकल जाएगा. ठीक है? Okay. Now बेटा, let's solve this problem. एक सेकेंड, Let's solve this problem. A uniform slender rod rotates in a vertical plane about a horizontal axis 1 meter from its end as shown in figure. Sorry, वो figure जो है वो बना नहीं है. Let me draw the figure for you. Okay. ये rod है and this is the hinge. Okay. ये 1 मीटर है और ये 7 मीटर है. Okay. So beta, a uniform rod rotates in a vertical plane about a horizontal axis 1 meter from its end as shown in figure. Rod ऐसे घूम रही है hinge के about, hinge लेकिन end पे नहीं है, 1 meter from end है, ठीक है. Magnitude of angular acceleration at this position. We need to find value of alpha in this position. So first I want you to draw the free body diagram. है कि नहीं? पहले तो सबसे पहले तो free body diagram draw करना पड़ेगा. Because in order to calculate summation of F or summation of M, you need free body diagram. You need all the forces. So beta, here at the hinge, you are going to get the hinge reaction, and at the CG, you are going to get the weight. So what will be the weight? 3 kg mass. Okay, and here they have not mentioned you need to take G equal to 10. Okay, चलो ले लेते हैं यार, G को 10 ले लेते हैं, ठीक है. मार देता हूं मैं. वैसे दिस इज ऑल्सो प्रीवियस ईयर गेट क्वेश्चन and they did not mention G equal to 10, but I am giving you from my side G equal to 10. Okay, now what will be the direction of accelerations? तो बेटा सिंपल, अभी तक सारे क्वेश्चन में वही होता आ रहा था, यहां पे भी वही होगा. अल्फा 80 an. Okay, let me mark these points, let me name these points. तो इसको नाम दे देते हैं हम लोग A, ठीक है. ये हो गया अपना सेंटर ऑफ रोटेशन O, ये हो गया अपना G. ओके, अब बेटा ये डिस्टेंस जो है 1 मीटर है, ठीक है, और सेंटर से यहां तक का डिस्टेंस जो होगा 4 मीटर होगा, बिकॉज 8 मीटर इज टोटल लेंथ ना, तो सेंटर से एंड तक 4 मीटर, तो ये बचा हुआ डिस्टेंस कितना है? 3 मीटर. ओके, नाउ बेटा वी नीड टू ओनली फाइंड अल्फा. So if you want to find alpha, you have to eliminate Rx and Ry from the equation. मेरे को Rx Ry नहीं चाहिए equation में. यहाँ 3 unknown है. Here we have 3 unknowns. Rx, Ry, alpha. We can find all of them, but I don't want to find all of them. I only want alpha. So I have to eliminate Rx, Ry. So in order to eliminate Rx, Ry, what I am going to do, beta? I am going to take moment at point O, which will give me this relation IO into alpha. Now if I take moment about O, I will get how much? 30 into 3. 30 into 3, right? If I take moment about O, I am going to get 30 into 3. Now this 30 into 3 ho gaya net moment IO, moment about O. Now what will be the moment about O, beta? Moment about G plus m into this distance का square. So moment about G कितना हो जाएगा? ml square by 12 plus m into O से लेके G तक के डिस्टेंस का स्क्वायर, ठीक है, multiplied by alpha. So from here you are going to get the value of alpha. Easy peasy. अब इतनी इजी इक्वेशन भी सॉल्व नहीं कर पाओगे तो बेटा देख लो यार, फिर 90 डिवाइडेड बाय, मैं खुद ही अगर नहीं कर पाया तो फिर क्या होगा, 3 into 8 स्क्वायर बाय 12 प्लस 3 into 3 स्क्वायर मतलब 3 का क्यूब. So 2.093 radian per second square. Are we all getting this? Are we all getting this? Yes. इतना आ रहा है सबका 2.093 radian per second square. इतना आ रहा है. Everyone is getting this 2.093. So do you now understand how easily I solved this problem? In every problem of hinge beta, if you take moment about hinge, you will directly get alpha. जैसे यहाँ पे भी देखो, O के about moment लिया, hinge के about moment लिया, I got the equation of alpha. Here in this question also, I took moment about O and I got the value of alpha directly. So whenever you have a problem like this, rod is hinged, then beta always use this trick to find the value of alpha. Take moment about the hinge. So what happens is the reactions of the hinge are eliminated and you will directly get the value of alpha. So beta, today we only saw problems of rod. We have different types of problem. We have varieties of problem. We have a problem of rolling without slipping. We have problem of pulley. We have different problem, connected body problem. So beta, we have to solve all those problems also. Okay, but for today's class, this is enough. And if you want to solve more problems related to this, then beta come to the DPP class at 11 p.m. Come to the DPP class today at 11 p.m. And how you will find the link? You'll find the link from this tinyurl.com/approved10. Go to this website, find this Excel sheet. In this Excel sheet, I have updated the links of all my special classes. So you'll find the special class of today's DPP. Okay, daily practice problems. So beta, today we are going to solve practice problems related to kinetics of rigid bodies. Okay, और एक दो question I will put of eye center method also. ठीक है, तो वो भी practice कर लेंगे. So come at 11 p.m. to solve the DPPs. Okay, चलो चलो चलो. Now beta, if you want to prepare with us under our guidance, if you don't want to waste time, if you want a complete package for your preparation, see, because there is GATE and there is also next year ESE, so you have one more chance for ESE also. Okay, एक ESE का भी आपके पास chance है, आप ESE में भी attempt दे सकते हैं. And the best thing is, if you take subscription of Unacademy beta, you don't have to subscribe for GATE and ESE separately. GATE plus ESE subscription is a single subscription, and in this subscription you can prepare for GATE as well as ESE. तो आप 21 के लिए अगर GATE प्रिपेयर कर रहे हो तो आप 21 के ESE के लिए भी प्रिपेयर कर सकते हो यूजिंग द सेम सब्सक्रिप्शन. यू डोंट हैव टू पे एक्स्ट्रा. ठीक है. व्हाट आर द बेनिफिट्स ऑफ द प्लस क्लास? यू विल गेट लाइव क्लासेस, you will get classes in English as well as in Hindi, so language is not a barrier. Doubt clearing के लिए आपके पास एक डाउट क्लियरिंग सेशन होता है, डाउट क्लियरिंग के ग्रुप्स होते हैं. सो बेटा, यू कैन डिस्कस योर प्रॉब्लम्स इन द ग्रुप्स, यू कैन डिस्कस योर प्रॉब्लम्स लाइव इन द क्लास. देयर इज अ टूल ऑन अनअकैडमी यूजिंग विच यू कैन सेंड योर डाउट्स टू योर टीचर. आप अपने टीचर को अपने डाउट्स भेज सकते हो लाइव इन द क्लास. So this facility is not available anywhere else. This facility is not there on YouTube. So beta, you have to be on Unacademy Plus if you want your doubts to be cleared. Okay. Weekly tests will be there. Crash courses for every exam. Whenever there will be exam, DRDO का exam हो, ISRO का exam हो, BARC का exam हो, कोई भी exam, नया exam, if it is introduced, then we will form a batch for that. तो आपको चिंता करने की जरूरत नहीं है कि अब मैंने इसमें एडमिशन ले लिया है तो अगर दूसरा कोई एग्जाम आ गया तो उसके लिए क्या करूंगा. If there is a different exam, if there is a notification for that exam, there will be a batch for that exam and you can join that batch without paying any extra money. Okay. And there will be rank improvement batch. Once you are through with the basics, you can join rank improvement batch where we solve a lot of problems, quality problems. Okay. So all this using one subscription. So go to Unacademy app now, click on the get subscription. Choose which subscription you need. 1 month, 3 months, 6 months. Don't choose this because you will have to pay a lot of money per month. अगर आप 1 year का सब्सक्रिप्शन और 2 year का सब्सक्रिप्शन लेते हैं तो पर मंथ कॉस्ट जो है वो सबसे कम पड़ेगी. यू आर इंजीनियर्स, यू नो विच विल बी बेनिफिशियल फॉर यू. ठीक है. एंड डोंट फॉरगेट टू पुट दिस कोड approved10. इफ यू यूज दिस कोड you are going to get 10% off. So 1 year fee will be only 22,500. 2 year fee will be 27,000. Very affordable. A lot of students who could not afford tuitions before, now they can afford it. Why? एक तो fee बहुत कम है. If you compare with any good academy, the fee is very less. Okay. और इसी fee में आपको सब कुछ मिल जा रहा है. GATE, ESE, ISRO, BARC, DRDO. इसी में आप multiple batches, morning batch, evening batch, इतने सारे educator, everything only in this fee. Then next thing is, you can pay this fee in EMI also. Credit card pay, debit card pay, Bajaj Finance pay. There is no cost EMI without any interest. You can pay this fee in EMI. Okay. You only have to pay 1875 rupees per month or roughly 60 rupees per day. So don't forget to use this code approved10, because if you use this code, then beta, you will be connected to me. Okay, if you like my teaching, use this code, get connected to me and join Unacademy Plus. Okay, thank you so much guys. Thank you so much for watching. I will meet you at 11 p.m. for the DPP class. Okay, bye bye, bye bye, bye bye.